belong to him.
It'd be horrible to lose all of this, wouldn't it?
Looks like we'll be seeing some sunshine for a few days.
Isn't nature just beautiful? Look how wonderful everything is, so green and pretty. It'd be horrible to lose all of this, wouldn't it? Well, today we're going to discuss what's going on in our good friend and neighbor's country, Brazil, home of the Amazon rainforest. I think it's something you'll be interested in watching.
Hello everyone, hope you're having a great week. Welcome back. It's Monday, just getting started. Beautiful weather, turned around, got out of that storm pattern. Looks like we'll be seeing some sunshine for a few days. Gotta take advantage of it while I can, know what I mean? Anyway, today I thought we'd talk about something that's near and dear to probably all of our hearts all around the world. The Amazon rainforest. Not to be mistaken with my new sponsor, Amazon. This one is the forest that produces about 25% of the entire world's oxygen supply. As you may or may not know, recently they have been suffering an incredible rash of suspicious forest fires there in the Amazon. Actually about 30,000 forest fires in the past 2 months. It's a lot, right? Quite interesting. Now, some of them actually start through natural events like lightning or extreme heat and dryness. But recently, the reason they've been suffering from so many unusual forest fires has a lot to do with their president. President Bolsonaro, current leader of Brazil. That leader doesn't have quite the same attitude about preserving its natural resources as some of its past ones have had. You see, President Bolsonaro, he believes that the natural resources of the Amazon belong to him and his country alone. That they have a right to do what they please with that most critical resource that provides a very large percentage of our world's fresh air. So unfortunately, you may be the steward of such a great resource, but it cannot be labeled as yours and yours alone. Not that I don't believe in your sovereignty, but the fact is that particular resource funds life on this planet. So therefore, it isn't the typical type of resource that can just be left to govern by the owners of the property. I believe we all have a stake in that since, it's the air we all breathe. But currently, President Bolsonaro has been cutting regulations, environmental regulations in the country left and right. See, he prefers to support the illegal gold mining trade and the illegal cattle ranching that goes on in the Amazon. Oh yeah. You may not have known it, but there are many large cattle ranches on the outskirts, we'll call it, of the Amazon rainforest. And interestingly enough, President Bolsonaro has decreed that if there is a natural disaster, such as fire or flood, that destroys that part of the rainforest, well then those cattle ranchers and those illegal gold mining operations, they're allowed to claim that land and take over and start using it. So therefore, with the sympathy from the president easing regulations and the willingness of the monstrous people that gold mine and cattle ranch in that area, we're looking at a serious problem, people. We're looking at a tremendous loss in a resource that supplies us with the air we breathe. So, what do you think? Think it's maybe time for all of us to get involved? Think it's time for us to speak up to our officials and tell them, nope, can't allow Mr. President Bolsonaro to just run shotgun over our oxygen supply? I think so. I've written my congressman about it and senator. Yeah, I'm one of those annoying letter writing type people. I know that it probably doesn't produce much results, but I'm a big advocate and you can't complain unless you're willing to do the work to fix it. So part of the work is by starting off and letting your officials know that you're not comfortable with what's going on there, and that with all the things we involve ourselves in that we shouldn't, this is one that we definitely should. So today, my friends, I ask you to reach out to your government officials and have them draft a letter to the president of this country, Brazil, President Bolsonaro, and let him know that it's unacceptable that his deforestation and burning of the Amazon on purpose has to come to an end. And that if it doesn't, well then I guess we'll have to start sanctioning his country somehow. We'll have to find a way to make it in their best interest to put an end to this. The illegal gold mining and the raping of their natural resources you think would be enough, but unfortunately it is not. So I believe now it's time for us to contact our organizations like Greenpeace and World Health Organization, because this is actually a health issue. We're talking about the oxygen, the air of the planet. And let our voices be heard. I'm not saying overthrow a government, but definitely make them get back in step with what's good for the rest of the world. Like I said, I totally respect your sovereignty, but you can't cut off 25% of our air. Can't allow that to happen. But let me know, how do you feel about it? You think Brazil should be left alone and allowed to do whatever it is they want to do because the rainforest happens to fall within their sovereignty? Or are you more in tune with me, where I totally respect their right to do what they like, but they can't do things that endanger the entire planet? We got to draw the line somewhere, people. But let me know in those sexy comments down below. I'm interested in your opinion. I want to know what your 2 cents is on the matter. But before we go, remember, use those links you find down there for Amazon. Every time you do any purchase you make going through those links, whether it's the item I've listed or not, this channel will receive some compensation that will help us make better and better and better content. Remember, we're gearing up for our winter season of travel, so every little penny counts. And remember, Amazon's your great friend. Everything you need from travel to home life from A to Z, they deliver right to your door. So, comment, like, subscribe. Love ya. See everybody in the next one.